Okay, let's finish up the week, I guess. Let me see what we need to focus on. Okay, we still have 0 in dialectic, our skill. So let's do some sleuthing. Yeah, that'll be easy. Find dialectic. And we're going to sleuth around the school, I guess. Bunch of purples. That's great. You're on your way off the school grounds to meet up with a couple of college mates in Mainta? That would be Mainta, right? A couple of college mates in Mainta. Some furniture in the common room has to be replaced after the incident with the blue bile spitting newts. But there's a commotion at the Great Gate that's blocking your way. That's not too uncommon, unfortunately. What makes today's disturbance stand out is the involvement of the guy we learned about, Malacresta, who seems to be involved in a shouting match with a portly gentleman whose ermine-collared robes probably cost as much as a year's tuition in the school. "I've had enough of your slander, you little," he's shouting. "It's only slander if it's not true, you blithering hack." Malacresta bellows back, waving a small pamphlet in the air. "Take a close look at it. It's what actual scholarship looks like." You squint. The title of the piece of the scholarship in question is a second clarification of the role of Gazette's comet in history, further refutation of the unfortunately tedious hypothesis of the... What the fuck is this? Am I having a seizure? Estable Doherty Malacresta. I don't think I know what a scholarship is. A second clarification of the role of Gazette's comet in history. Further refutation of the unfortunately tendacious hypothesis of the Estable Doherty? Serafis? I don't know. Malacresta, whatever his last name is. Academagia di Mainta. Fine, talk from a little cur who can't tell a... Try... I don't know these words. What are these words? Fuck, I want to learn words. This is a real word? Oh, it's astrology. Oh god, he pulls out his wand. Suddenly, lightning is flying all over the place. You dive for cover behind a tree while most of the crowd around the gates run screaming. What the fuck? You can't tell where Malacresta ended up, but you can hear him shout, "You want me to tell you how this is going to end, you fraud?" What is going on? Also, shouldn't there be guards at the gate to stop this? Okay, well, we don't take astrology, so we don't care about that. Incantation, we don't take We're going back home. This is stupid. I don't know half the words they're saying. And this is just a stupid argument. The guards can handle it. Screw you guys. I'm going home. This seems like it's going to go on for a while, and well, you don't really care that much about the furniture in the common room. Really, most of that bile only discolored what it hit. It probably couldn't be more than 20% of the chairs that actually got burned. You'll manage. You'll manage. Okay, did anything interesting happen? You learn about deduction. That could easily be a skill for all I know, but apparently it's a theme. Whatever. So all our skill levels are 1, and all our study levels are 1, and all our skill levels are at least 1 in all our classes. So that's good. Parents still hate us. And apparently we learned patience, which is under malice. What? Oh. Oh, I guess because my sleuthing or something is up, we now hear rumors from the Academagia about Malacresta. He apparently takes geometry, dialectic, calligraphy, whatever that is, astrology, history, arithmetic. Wow. Okay, I need to stop soon. If I don't recognize words like that, I'm clearly tired. Succeed at using study at the but it doesn't tell me what he was studying. Interesting. Alright, let's finish out the week. Screw it. Let's try to do a bit more observation. I think that's worth it. Observation. You entered the Durand common room to find almost all of the Durand students split into two groups and involved in a heated argument. Upon seeing you, they immediately assail you with their debate. It would seem that on the one side, it is believed that to truly prove one's worth and prowess, with the art of negation, one must display one's skills in combat. The other side insists that one's skills is that one does not use it to show off, and that boasting is simply a sign of a lack of true skill. The two sides are eager to hear your opinion, and even more eager for it to tip the scales one way or the other in this debate. You realize that if you get out of here and have any time to yourself in the next few hours, you must resolve the argument and get these students out of the common room. Debate. Agree that true skill needs no boast to back it up. Debate. Agree that skill must be proved. Where exactly do you stand? That's an interesting... That's not even a skill. That just says, where do you... I want to click on that one and see what happens. But I would probably go with skill must be proved. You can't just take someone at their word. But I don't think you need to prove your skills by fighting one another. You can do an obstacle course or something. I don't know. But where exactly do you stand? That's a good question. Quite frankly, you don't know. You'll never really thought about it. Unfortunately, with all the shouting going on, now is the absolutely worst time to actually think about the topic and form an opinion. Okay, so that was just... skill must be proved. You argue that without sufficient practice at the art, one can never truly progress at it. Furthermore, you state that knowing one's own strengths and weaknesses better enables one to be prepared for whatever may come one's way. You close your argument to the approving nods of both parties. You politely ask that everyone leave the Durand common room. Your request is immediately granted as all the students feel indebated to your wisdom. Once they exit, you're free to relax. It's the common room. Everyone should be allowed to be in the... I feel like my guy's a little bit of a dick. Let's see, anything interesting happened today? Parents still hate us. Durand really wants that merit, huh? Oh, that adventure gave us more oratory skills, maybe? Possibly? Are we just gonna get all this for like the rest of the game? Because I don't really care about Malacresta. Okay, it's Saturday, so why don't we... Okay, we're gonna train observation again. We are going to study the fields to bring up our botany. And let's see what the color of the next adventure is. Yeah, we'll do it. Deciding that the time is right, you send word to Owen that you are ready to meet again. She tells you where to be, and in her letter of response, she reminds you to bring your wand. Shouldn't I always have my wand? With this in mind, you find yourself on the second floor of the library, browsing the shelves. You're so caught up in what you're seeing that Owen taps on the shoulder is a little frightening. The sternness of her finger across her lips is tempered by the laugh lines creasing the corners of her eyes. So are you ready for the hardest part? You nod, and Owen leads you back through a maze of shelves and books to a row of doors against the wall. She leads you to a door seemingly at random, opens it, and ushers you inside. Only after the door is closed does Owen cast a spell to give you light. The librarians heavily discourage the use of spells in the library proper, she says. But inside these study cubicles, pretty much anything magical goes. Containing naught but a sturdy desk and a pair of chairs, the study cubicle is exactly what it sounds like. A very small place to do nothing but study. This is one area where I don't need to ask what you do or don't know, Owen says. The actual mastery of themes and spells are tough even for 5th-year students, so I know they'll be hard to understand for you. No offense, of course. I just want you to know that you shouldn't expect everything to fall too easily into place. However, it is important to every wizard that you learn about spells and themes. Owen takes the seats and gestures for you to sit in one of the in the one across from her. The cold wood on the unyielding seat serves as a reminder that this is a place to study, not to play. Spells and themes can be boiled down to 2 oversimplified sentences, Owen says. The first is themes are indivisible building blocks of magic that can be rearranged to create infinite combinations. The second is that spells are manifestations of the magical forces triggered by a certain combination of themes, combined with the proper application of mental strength. Make sense? Owen smiles and lets out a low laugh. No, it doesn't, she says. But that's okay. I'll explain what you need to know, and what you need to understand. Understand it, you will. Themes are the smallest bits of pure magic, which is to say that it can't be broken down any further. So, okay. I was about to say something like atoms, but that's wrong, isn't that? Atoms can be... There's things that make up an atom. Take the... Oh, God. Mirabilis theme, for example. The theme is the absolute essence of excitement, combined with a tinge of safety. No other theme is drawn the same, even though they may have effects so similar as to be indistinguishable to any but a master of magic. Here, let me show you how to draw the theme. Owen runs through the necessary motions several times until she's sure you understand the theme. Just being informed about this theme doesn't do you much good, though. You have to know what to do with it once you have it. That's what spells are all about. Spells consist of at least 2 themes. No spell can be cast with a single theme, period. Owen sticks out 2 fingers, shakes them vigorously. Without 2 themes, nothing can happen. Go ahead, draw a single, theme and see what happens. Creativity? Copying? Really? When she's already said it won't do anything, why not try showing off a little instead? Or memorization, you know what you saw, you can repeat it so perfectly, Owen might think she's looking in a mirror. Now, we want to be a cop one day. We're not part of this mischief going against the books. We're going by the books, damn it. Memorization. You repeat it perfectly, and then stare intently as the symbols you trace flare faintly and fade. No matter how rarely Owen takes it in stride, that would still impress just about everybody you knew back home on the Sky Pirate boat. Her, though? Yeah, in stride. See, she says, nothing. String 2 themes together, though, and you have a spell. Still, you can't just string 2 random themes together and hope for the best. You have to be informed of a spell before you can use it. Confusing, right? Not really. It's a video game. I can't just do whatever I want. You shrug your shoulders and, not sure how to answer, excited to be teaching the subject, Owen plows on as if you agree that it's confusing. Alright, now let me explain it the way my Gamma explained it. I guess grandma? Think of themes as ingredients and spells as the recipe. Even if you know what each ingredient tastes like, you can't just know everything. Throw everything into a pot and hope for a cake to come out. You have to know the recipe and follow it. Spells are the recipe of magic. If you don't have the ingredients, you can't make a cake. But if you don't have a recipe, your ingredients are useless. Let me show you this, she says. With her wand, Owen draws a small rectangle on the table. Once the rectangle is complete, she chains together two themes without lifting her wand. When she finishes, she releases her wand. The moment she does, the rectangle and the theme spells inside disappear. I've just cast the Glow of Victory spell, she says. Now you've seen it done, you'll be able to do it too. It isn't that powerful. In fact, it's rarely used at all, but it's better than nothing. Of course, Master Wizards don't need to be shown how to cast a spell in order to do it. If they did, no one would ever learn anything new, in fact. Every extra theme you insert, though, makes a spell more difficult to cast, so you have to balance your needs against your wants. You'll know how difficult a theme is to draw based on its magnitude. The higher the number, the harder the theme is to draw. Owen leans in as if delivering a great secret. I was saying that Master Wizards in the fields are always looking to create or discover new spells or themes. It isn't something students are encouraged to do, but I found out that some of the 5th year students are trying to create a spell that will let them walk on water. The Jesus spell. They're looking to bypass the guards at the various bridges over the canal system. If they can do that, they can pull off some incredible pranks before the school year ends. They think they're almost done, but I can tell you, they're way off. If you get to be good enough, I might let you in on a few more of their secrets. But for now, concentrate on your studies and learn as many themes and spells as you can. Okay, you've probably learned enough for one day. Contact me when you're ready for the next lesson. You remember your way out? Nodding. Yeah, I've been to this library a bunch of times. Nodding, you take your cue and back out the door, leaving Owen plenty of time and room to practice her magic and make your way to your room.